Many people have trouble identifying Sigma males. They are quiet, humble, and do not mix with everyone else. But beneath this calmness, Sigma males have a dark side that sometimes emerges. This mysterious part is somewhat similar to Machiavellian traits that are part of the dark tribe, which also includes narcissism and psychopathy. It is important to know that Sigma men are not necessarily narcissists or psychopaths. They just have some Machiavellian qualities like being strategic, tactful, and focusing on their own interests. Addition from my end. While male Sigmas can exhibit Machiavellian traits, it is important to understand that they operate on a personality spectrum, and not all Sigmas exhibit all of these traits in the same way. Their behavior is often the result of a complex interplay of individual experiences, upbringing, and personal values. Understanding the nuances of Sigma men's behavior requires a deeper dive into their psychology and the factors that shape their worldview. 1. They are quick to cut people out of their lives. Sigma males tend to cut people out of their lives when they are seriously hurt or disrespected. This means they are very quick to cut ties if someone has seriously hurt them. Person becomes invisible to them as if passing by. It may seem difficult or unkind, but this is how Sigma males protect themselves. They prioritize their mental and emotional well-being. If anyone messes up, they are quickly kicked out of Sigma's life. 2. Silence is their greatest weapon. Silence is their greatest weapon. Sigma men have a unique way of using silence to influence others. They know the power of keeping quiet in conversations and keeping their thoughts and personal matters private. This helps them avoid giving weapons to others to use against them. This creates a kind of puzzle that can be interesting and a bit confusing. When confronted with respect or nonsense, Sigma males may remain silent rather than respond. This silence is a clear sign that certain actions or words are not okay, as if they use silence to set boundaries or protect themselves. This shows how Sigma males are very good at using body language to communicate without saying anything. 3. They make cold and calculated decisions. Sigma males make considered decisions without hesitation. They rely on pure logic rather than emotion, which can come across as manipulative or awkward to many people. However, this is mostly due to their highly analytical mind. Sigmas are strategic thinkers who observe their surroundings and social situations to find the best course of action. It's not that they want to be manipulative. They just value practicality and logic more than emotions when deciding things. While some may find their approach distant and insensitive, for Sigma men it is a defining part of who they are. This gives them an advantage in a world that tends to value emotion more than logical thinking. 4. They can sometimes manipulate others unknowingly. Sigma males can unknowingly influence people without them realizing it at the time. Later, when they reflect on their day, they may be surprised to discover that they have quietly influenced others. It's like their mind is on autopilot, letting their subconscious control their communication without them realizing it. Not all Sigma males do, but a lot more than you'd expect. This ties into the idea of the Sigma matrix, where a Sigma's determination can shape the reality they imagine without them consciously doing so. 5. They feel powerful sometimes. Sigma males often experience moments where they feel truly important and powerful, which can be both a strength and a challenge. These times of high energy and excitement can help them achieve great things, but they have their drawbacks. Caught up in these moments, Sigma males can forget about normal things like eating or keeping promises. It's like focusing on one thing and ignoring everything else. Finding balance is crucial because without it, the pursuit can lead to fatigue and overwhelm. 6. They will do anything to achieve their goals. Unlike most people who stick to what they know, Sigmas are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their dreams. They can do hard things and go through challenges to get what they want, which to them is greatness. This trait is commendable because it shows that they are truly determined, but it can also be risky. Sigma boys are so dedicated to their goals that they can get into difficult situations. While this can lead to great progress, It is a sign of their determination, as well as a reminder that pushing too hard can be dangerous. Great achievements come from great efforts, and those efforts sometimes mean great sacrifices. 7. They forgive but never forget. Sigma males have a unique trait. They remember when someone mistreats them. You don't respect them, they won't forget easily. They cannot stand disrespect and want to remember who was disrespectful to them. Although they cannot bear the past, these events remain in their memory. They may outwardly forgive, but trust will not be fully restored, and the relationship will not return to what it was before. This trait, although it may seem complicated, is a way for Sigma males to protect themselves. Society tells people to forgive and forget, but these people believe that this approach will lead to them benefiting many times over. Addition from me. Understanding the complex psyche of the men of Sigma reveals a fascinating duality. Although they may seem outwardly reliable and confident, they struggle with their own challenges on the inside. This inner struggle, especially evident in their tendency to be dangerously hard on themselves, illuminates the complexity of their character. Sigma males do not seek approval from others. Instead, they rely on their personal success to feel good about themselves. This self-sufficiency has its advantages and disadvantages. On the one hand, this makes them always better and constantly improving, but on the other hand, it can make them doubt their abilities, especially if they suffer from imposter syndrome. This mental pattern makes them doubt their own achievements and feel a constant fear of being exposed as a fake. Although Sigma men with imposter syndrome may feel like they're not doing well, it turns out that this struggle can actually make them perform at a high level. The discomfort and self-doubt they feel can make them work harder to meet their high standards. They always strive for excellence. For Sigma men, the fear of being seen as a fraud becomes a strong motivator for self-improvement and success. It's kind of ironic because even when they don't live up to expectations, they're often great at what they do. Thus, turning this inner challenge into a drive for greater achievement is a major advantage in dealing with imposter syndrome. Expand. It is important to understand that this inner turmoil does not diminish their abilities, but rather fuels their determination to continually strive for greatness. By understanding and empathizing with this side of the Sigma male psyche, we can gain a deeper understanding of their relentless drive to succeed and the resilience that underpins their achievements.